Now, this is basically what I went through in class. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this design here. It involves a sloping front. It's got a little pocket at the front here, and two kind of flaps at the back here. First thing is to set up Techsoft 2D. So if you double click on the grid and go to Isometric, like that, that will give you an isometric grid. You can also change the color of the grid if you want to, or the whatever you want, but basically do that. The other thing to really remember is to make sure that you've got the grid lock on. That's on now. It'll mean that when you start drawing, everything jumps to the grid like that. Okay, so when you start drawing this, you've got to first of all look at your model and see how big it is. Now I think this was 8 centimeters. That looks about 7, and the height is probably going to be about 10. All right, so 8, 7, and 10. All right, here's the line drawing tool, and you start by drawing 3 lines. Okay, so we can count these up: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like that. Okay, so 1 centimeter on your model, do it to the nearest centimeter, don't worry about half centimeters, equals 1 triangle on the grid paper. We could do 2 triangles. Actually, let's do 2 triangles because it's a bit small, isn't it? Okay, so we'll do it again. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I can do it with the measuring. Okay, and that's 20 high because this was 10 centimeters. That was 7, so that's 14. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and this was 8, so that's 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so whatever you're drawing, start with 3 lines like that and then draw it, make it into a cuboid. And I've just realized I think it's going to go off the top of the paper, so I am in fact going to do it half the size. Alright, so change of plan, no problem. So this is going to be 8, so 2, 4, 6, 8, go up, and we go up 10. There you go. This way it was 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, and go up 10, like that. Now I'm not worried about these extra lines, I can delete them afterwards. But all of my lines at this stage follow the grid line. Okay, really important. And just to be clear, I'm going to delete away the lines that we don't want. There we go. The other thing you could do is you could put the lines at the back in, so like it's a wireframe. So I'm going to make it easier for you to understand. I'm going to change the line to that, and I'm going to put in, so it's a dotted line, but there's no need to draw it in dotted line. I'm just so that you can distinguish between the types of line. Okay, there we go. So I've put in the back lines so I can construct the shape, and I'm obviously going to delete those afterwards, probably most of them. All right, so first thing I need to do is to go back to the solid line again, and I'm going to do the slope on the front of this. So I'm going to estimate that goes back about 2, like that, and then all the lines so far have followed the grid line. I'm going to do these in red so it indicates that they don't follow the grid line, and you're just joining up 2 points. And as you can see there, that forms the slope, the front slope on there. You notice I'm going to add this pocket afterwards. Okay, let's see what else. Let's put a note on that color. I want to go back to black. Make it a bit bigger. There we go. Actually, let's just bring that in. There we go. So this top bit here, I'm going to put a line across there. So I'm kind of estimating that to be 2 centimeters, and also this flap at the back here that goes up. Now I think it probably goes at an angle, but I'm not too worried about that. That goes like that. Now, if you're struggling to see that, then what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go and delete away a load of lines. All right. So first of all, the slope. Watch that appear. There we go. One slope. This dotted line here we don't want. And that, because you see it goes behind the slope. We don't want that or that. This is all behind that. Now that you see, but there's actually nothing there, is there? So I don't want that or that. There we go. Now if I make that all the same color black, there you go. We could put curves on this. This little tool here, if you go right to the end, that draws an arc, and you can set it to 5. Okay, and then do that. Gives you a little curve. Okay, the curves don't look the same, but if you change that to 10, like that. I'll just go back with that one. Oh yeah. Hang on. Oh no, did do it. Okay, that looks all right. Okay. What's happening here? There's a funny little line there. What's that? There we are. Right. There you go. There's my design. What you can do is then turn the grid off, click on the windscreen wipers, and it redraws it, and then you could take a screenshot of that. Now we're going to do this front bit next. So I'm going to put the grid back on again. Now we want it to come out, let's call that 1 centimeter. So in this case, I think I'm going to do the like the footprint that it makes. So it's like that's on the ground, like that. So I've drawn the flat bit here. Next bit is to draw the bit going up. Now I don't know what angle it's at, but I'm not too worried. I'm just going to draw it straight up. So we go, I'm going to make it too high. There we go. And then if I delete these lines here, there you go. You can see the phone slots into there. All right, take the grid lock off, windscreen wipers, and you're finished.